Hi Taurus, welcome back, and welcome if you guys are new. So Taurus, I don't know if you've already seen the preview that I posted up about 4 or 5 days ago. I did a little preview for you guys, not intending it to be a preview, but really because my kitten actually knocked over everything. But my cards always, with the same kind of messages, they will always repeat. And this is another way I will show it to you guys and prove it to you guys. When a message wants to come out, no matter how many times I try to do it, it's going to come out again and try to get its message across to those that are watching right now. So you could be a cross watcher for Taurus, male or female, or you could have Taurus in your sun, moon, rising, or Venus. This message is for you. Now, know that this message isn't going to be for every Taurus out there in the world. It would just be impossible. But I know if you were guided to this channel for a particular reason, you were meant to hear something or get something out of these readings, these general readings. Okay, so Taurus. I'm just going to go ahead and kind of catch up a little bit on what I saw. I was getting it's not like it's not like it's, once you reconcile with this person, everything's going to go smoothly. It wasn't like that. The feeling that I was getting was, wow, there was a break in silence. There was a break in not having or lack of communications for some time. But there was definitely still a lot of worries, confusion, cloudiness, either by you or the person you're dealing with. So I'm going to do a Celtic cross reading for you guys. This is going to play out in the month of August, the month that we're in right now. I can already feel, after coming out of this Cancer season and going into Leo, I'm already starting to feel, more energetic, more wanting to get things done, just feeling like, I'm not feeling so bogged down by some of this stuff going on here. 3 Swords. You could have caught yourself feeling very emotional during Cancer season. For a few of you guys may have cried for no reason, or really the person you were dealing with may have cried over you, but there's a lot changing here. Okay. See, I'm telling you guys, 10 of Pentacles, this is long-term commitment, longevity, full abundance. This is like, see, is the Lover's card, Major Arcana, Soulmate, Gemini's card, but also the card of soulmates, intimacy. Also the card of twin flames here, someone from the past, reconciliation, but also needing to make a choice. So we'll see what this is. Okay, Taurus, there's something you guys have been avoiding. Someone you're avoiding, or maybe this person has been avoiding you, really calling you to do something. Yep. Really calling for you guys to do something. But I think you guys are just kind of sitting on it and not really responding, or this is how this person is looking at your message right now. Coming towards you guys is the Chariot with the Strength card and the King of Swords. This person could be an Aquarius, a Libra, Gemini. I'm getting strong fire signs here, Aries, Leo, Sag. I have Leo here, but I also have somebody here in your environment who wants to communicate, waiting for a response, waiting for a message. Things are in the air. There's a change. Changes are in the air. It's so crazy how this is coming out. I mean, even though I said it, but it's like, I saw the King of Swords too. That came out in your reading, in your preview. They're coming out again. And you had the Wheel of Fortune. You also had the Lovers. And the Empress was in here, but I'm really getting, since the Empress is also the card of Venus, this is really speaking to you guys. I feel like you guys may not have gotten what you wanted, or there was a little bit of lack of control or the lack of nourishing something in your past, not wanting to work on something anymore. This could be with you and a Libra, Sagittarius, Cancer, Gemini, Leo, Aries. But I'm also getting, you know, in the end, just behave if you want to stay in here. In the end, there's going to be communications coming. This is an offer. This is like saying something to somebody, making or extending an offer, a loving message. But why it's all happening is because someone's refusing to do it. They have two paths, two roads. You know, they have two ways and go about getting this thing done. You will have a decision, a really tough decision to make this month. You're also cutting out the BS, cutting out people, cutting out negative, toxic people. You're not moving forward with one, but you're looking. I'm reading your cards intuitively right now. There is somebody here in your life that you're getting attention from that is wanting to get to know you guys a little better, but you are not sure and how about getting, or you don't really want to reveal too much of yourself to them right now. Let's see what the Strength card is, because I'm also getting that you're also cutting out people with the Five of Swords reversed. You're not even arguing with them this month. If they are, I'm feeling in this reading Taurus is like a little bit fed up with, you know, the lower vibrational people, the negative and the toxic environments. You're cutting out the BS and you're not going with it. But something about this particular energy, you're going to feel a bit drawn to revisit something. If you want to work on it, or if it's the world reversed for you. Yep. You're going to be wondering whether or not to work on something together with somebody. And I feel like you really want to. And then there's also somebody here that's in your life right now, or that's maybe out of your life, that you don't really want anything to do with. You're not going to argue with them anymore with the Five of Swords. It's like almost like, but I'm seeing this is like a very, very, this is a really happy reconciliation right now, but you're self-reflecting a lot. Right, there needs to be a time of self-reflection. Something has to change here between you and this person, but you're going to experience the Wheel of Fortune. So how you'll be seeing the situation in yourself is the wheel. Like, you know, things, whatever was down must go up, whatever was up must come down, whatever it was, it's a change of fate. Change of however you are seeing the situation. Something's actually changing for the better. But there is somebody in your environment that Spirit really wants me to mention here, because even though I'm trying to avoid a negative reading for you guys, I can't help it. It wants to come out. So this is only just a side message for those of you. There is also somebody in your environment here This is why I asked why the Strength card is coming out. And it's letting me see there's somebody who is not just your wheel reverse, it's your world reverse. There's somebody that is karmically bad for you. You know, something that it was to be learned as a lesson. And yet you will be probably very tempted to. We're trying to see if you want to work on this or not. But I'm seeing this was supposed to be a karmic lesson for you and this person. I do feel like there's a little bit of narcissism in here. And you need the strength to block and avoid and completely shut this person out and not move forward with the situation at all. Okay, that's the side message here, okay? That was really because I kept trying to, you know, ignore this message, even though it was really calling me to say it. But there was just something here that's also, it's like reconciliation is here, reconciliation is here. So I didn't really want to talk about the negative things that I was seeing. And Spirit over and over and over and over and over kept showing me this. So this was very important for you guys to hear. Okay, there is somebody here that's a bit toxic for you. Or, you know, this could go vice versa. You could be very toxic for somebody else. Who knows? But I'm seeing it was not moving forward for a reason. And then it came with judgment and strength. Time to self-reflect to the situation. And you guys will be doing that this month. Okay, now the other side message that I was getting here for my Taurus is that reconciliation. You could be feeling like, you know, it's not going to work out. Like, this message is too good to be true. You know, it's a lost cause. Maybe you haven't heard anything back. Maybe there's some kind of ending, painful ending between you and another. And maybe it's been some time. I'm seeing you guys are going to be making that decision to really reach out or really try to settle your differences with this person. I don't know if you guys have, maybe a lot of Taurians have been hearing from their past, because I know I have. And that's crazy. During this Mercury retrograde, last Mercury retrograde, I had two or three of my exes hit me up, and they were just messaging me, like asking me how I was doing. One, it was funny. It was, if you're watching this, you'll know who you are, but actually asked me to unblock them, which I did, and, you know, we started to communicate again as if everything was normal. You know, there was just a time for us to reevaluate things, and if you guys haven't gone through that, your fellow Taurian is maybe reevaluating, reassessing things right now, and around August, things are going to start to shift. Is what I'm feeling. Somebody that you were dealing with feels abandoned, or you felt abandoned, or you are still currently feeling abandoned by maybe a particular loved one, a family member, or a friend. But I do see reconciliation here, so I know definitely this reading stands very true for me. But reconciliation doesn't always mean that it's going to turn into a romantic relationship. It just means you guys are reconciling your differences, right? If there wasn't anything spoken, you guys are just refusing to argue. No more arguing, kind of just saying, all right, letting it be what it is, and let's just move forward. Let's not look at the past. But then there's also that one person, which is also very true for me. Your intuition is telling you not to get involved with this person at all. Spirit is actually speaking to you guys through your intuition, letting you know what to steer clear from. It was a karmic lesson. This person has very narcissistic tendencies, and you know, you could see right through them. You don't want anything, any partake in what they're doing and having them involved, or you being involved in their lives. You know, I wouldn't say ever again, but just period. I just don't be in my life, period, you know? I feel like that's kind of for a few of you guys. You're blocking out and you're learning what to block out, where to set boundaries, and who and what not to accept in your life. A lot of my Taurians have options right now. But you see with this Chariot card reverse, with strength, this is also telling me coming towards you guys is maybe something you're going to be looking twice. And it's the second time I'm seeing the Wheel of Fortune. Something is playing out for you guys this month. Someone's going to have a change of heart. They're recovering. And that's what's in your environment. But something has to be made right here. Justice with the balance of the scales. Yeah. You're manifesting something, Taurus, very quickly. You could have Gemini, Cancer, Sagittarius, Leo, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio in your natal chart, Libra, or you could be dealing with somebody that's one of these signs. You're manifesting this thing, and that's what you're doing in the outcome, manifesting this offer, this communication, what you're wanting, what you're desiring. There's growth, something to do. When I first did your reading, Taurus, it was fire signs were heavy, air signs were heavy. But now I'm getting a lot of fire too. In your environment, messages coming in. I feel like this is communications online. You guys, I feel like there is a blockage, but someone's reevaluating. Like how I was feeling, you know, when I was thinking about unblocking somebody, and I did. I feel like this is kind of what, if you were blocked by a Taurus, they're unblocking, or maybe someone blocked a Taurus. The person that Taurus is thinking about is wanting to reach out to them, but they're scared of how things might play out. Like both of you guys are kind of like, where is this going? But Wheel of Fortune is like, the wheel is spinning. It's no longer the same thing, same issue. Both of you guys have changed a lot. But then there's also somebody here that you're supposed to leave behind, or leave whatever this is, and not bring it into your present moment, because all this person is bad for you. Toxic, very toxic for you. I do see with the Ten of Pentacles and the Lovers here, this is like a relationship coming closer, becoming more stable. This is like a commitment, and someone who maybe you guys were just dating. With the Empress here, this is telling me someone here may have been the third party. But now it's like two people who are meant to be with each other coming together. Or at least there's going to be a lot of, this is a very strong connection. But you guys are going to be tempted. A lot of temptations here. Let's see what this is. I don't want to make your reading too long, Taurus. But I do feel like these were the cards that I was using. And this is exactly the card that came out. Okay? What does it say? Rejoice in celebration. Coming together, Taurus. Friendship, celebrations, reunions. good times, happy times, you know, going out, parties, birthdays, anniversaries, happy hour. Somebody you are very, okay, what you think, okay, Taurus, the same cards are repeating again. You guys can go back to that preview. Those two cards came out. And they just fell out again, see? Awareness, rejoice, and celebration. There's something you guys think you are wrong about a particular person, but you're not. Also, the card of High Priestess, the one that knows all, but doesn't say. So you are very aware of something, but you're not saying it. Love begins. I cannot even lie about this because Spirit obviously wants you guys to know this connection is real. You wanted to give up, maybe walk away, but maybe you keep hearing all these readings, all these videos, all these signs and synchronicities of the reasons why not to give up. And that's funny, my ears just start ringing. Because that was kind of true for me too. I was like, you know, I'm not believing in the spiritual connection that I have with this person anymore. I haven't spoken to them in so long, maybe about 3 years, 4 years, but I knew I needed to grow, I needed to heal, and all of a sudden when I made a small prayer about, you know, letting this connection go, about, you know, cutting this tie that I have with this person, Spirit started showing me all these synchronicities again. I started seeing them all the time, and see, memories of love, I started seeing all these reminders of why I shouldn't give up. And this was because I'm on a spiritual journey. So I am speaking in reference to a twin flame here. I very well believe that you guys are on a twin flame journey too. If not, see, something about temptation. So it's coming out again. I'm telling you guys, when I read these cards, Spirit's always with me, and I'm always in sync with them. Something about temptation that I was speaking about. Avoid that. You're going to be tested. You need to avoid something. Really say no. And then something new begins. There's something in your life that's really bad or toxic for you. And if this card is coming out again, holy crap, this is card the Emperor. That was there too. You have to say something. Sacrifice. And love begins. These were the same cards, Taurus. Someone's going to be speaking to you guys very soon, or you have to speak something out. This is crazy. I'm telling you guys, can't even make this up if I wanted to. Go back to that preview, that message that said reconciliation. You guys will see that I had these cards here. You saw how they just rolled out again like this? Yeah. There's like 80 cards in this deck, not a single card repeats. And they're coming out again just like this. I'm telling you, this message is repeating for a reason. New love is here. If you guys are on a spiritual path, don't give up on this person, or you will be haunted with a lot of synchronicities. I promise you that. They'll be telling you not to give up, because if you are in alignment with a twin or a soulmate, your bond is deepening here. You guys are both thinking about each other. You guys are both thinking about each other. I know I'm very connected with my twin. But there's also something new here coming for you guys. This is new friendship. This is a new relationship coming. A reconciliation. I'm getting that you guys will get a message from your ex or someone you're thinking about that's your soulmate very soon. Very, very soon. Sometime in August. Or you will be reaching out to them. I want you guys to put your comments in. Let me know in your messages, comments below. because I do feel like a lot of my Taurians can really relate with this. There's a very strong message to know love is here. Love is returning. Reconciliation is here. Both are thinking about each other, or your cards would not be coming out like this. Both are experiencing a heartache and loss. But you have to sacrifice something that's very convenient for you, or sacrifice something that you maybe don't want to apologize. Maybe someone's very stubborn. Somebody who has said, you know, I'm not going to do something. They're afraid to. Someone here has to fight and tuck away their ego. They want to do something, but they don't want to come off looking sorry. They don't want to look bad. They don't want to ruin their reputation. There is something here. If it's not you, then it's your partner. But both internally, emotionally, spiritually, are longing for each other. And this is why you guys will get, a lot of you guys will get your fulfillment of wishes very soon. Because you work through that. Triumphant. Success. Heart chakra is glowing. Very nice, Taurus. Very excited for August for all of you. It took a long time for you guys to get here. I wanted to take some time with your messages today. This is probably the longest Taurus, or probably the longest reading I've ever done in my life. But it took you a long time to get here. And now you have love begins, rejoice in celebration. Memories of love, someone from your past is returning. Your heart chakra is going to be opening and glowing. Pay attention to a lot of greens. Eat greens this month. Go out in nature. Look at colors of green. If you're buying something, buy the color green. Wear green. It's really going to help you guys open that heart chakra. Something you want to say to somebody, but you're scared to say it. Your throat chakra could be a little bit blocked. So I don't know the gemstones or the crystals, but I know you guys can Google that up. But I just want something, I just want to let you guys know, look up anything green, anything blue. Your throat chakra, something you want to say. Maybe you want forgiveness, you want to apologize, but you are unable to say it. Something's changing. Something's changing. Go ahead and do it. It's kind of what I'm feeling. It's like Spirit's like saying, go ahead and do it. Let's get an answer. Go ahead and do it, Taurus. Big happy changes. Compromise is here. Just go ahead and do it. You have all of these messages from Spirit to really maybe reconsider the things you have to say. Tuck away that ego. Really apologize. If you wanted to apologize, or your partner wanted to apologize, they didn't apologize correctly. For a lot of you guys, this could be with the Capricorn, Aries, Cancer, Pisces, Libra, any of the signs that I mentioned, but, you know, more specifically, this is your twin, this is your soulmate. You know exactly who this person is, Taurus. And a lot of things are changing for you guys this month. I'm very excited. I'm going to go ahead and end your reading here before I make it way too long. But I hope this reading helped. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, and thank you guys for your time. I will see you guys later. Bye, guys.